So she was 104 years of age.
Wow, what was her secret?
Her secret was this. She drank 3 cans of Dr. Pepper a day. I kid you not. There's no sugar in that. Knock yourself out. Oh, here we are. I would love to get old enough for people to ask me, what's your secret? I would say, each day I eat 1 pine cone, 2 acorns, and 6 pounds of raspberry leaves. When you leave this world, how will you be remembered? Maybe people will remember that you set a world record or 2. That'd be cool. Here are a few of my personal favorites. When 11-year-old Finn Keeler heard that the world record for sticking snails to your face for 10 seconds was only 36, he thought, ah! No, he didn't. He thought, that's nothing. I can do better. He found space on his face for 43 snails and now holds the world record. Could you ever stop washing your face, you guys? I don't know, after doing that. My kids have made fun of me for the size of my schnoz. I don't know why, but Mehmet Özurk of Turkey possesses an even larger nose than myself. He has the most sizable snout on record, measuring 3.5 inches. That is about 9 centimeters, about like this, I think. A guy named Jackie Bibby holds the record for the largest number of live rattlesnakes held in his mouth at one time. He has done this with 13 fully grown rattlers, holding them by their tails without assistance for approximately 10 seconds. Unreal. No one has stepped up to the snake tank to challenge his record. Can't imagine why. If, like me, you have been wondering for years who holds the world's fastest time running the 100-meter hurdles while wearing swimming flippers, your wait is now over. Veronica Tor galloped down the racetrack in her swim fins, setting a world record of 19.28 seconds. Way to go, Veronica. Our final world record holder is Linda Taylor of Indiana, whose record should be under the tragedy category. Linda has been married more times than any other woman in the world. She has walked the aisle 23 times. Linda was first married back in 1957 at age 16 to a 31-year-old. The union lasted 7 years, the longest and happiest of all her marriages, she says. But over the following decades, she married barmen, plumbers, and musicians. She even married a one-eyed ex-con and a preacher. I'm not making this up. One of her exes admits to putting a padlock on her fridge. Her shortest marriage lasted 36 hours because, quote, the love just wasn't there. One man she married 3 separate times. Her last marriage in 1996 was a publicity stunt. The groom was Glenn Wolfe, who, in taking Linda as his bride, became the most married man on earth, 29 times married. He died a year later, tragically, when a bookcase bearing wedding photos fell on him. No, I'm kidding about that. But he did pass away at 88. It happens to a lot of people. Death. So before it does, we're wise to ask. What will I be remembered for? Linda, the serial bride, was asked if she had her life to live over again, what would she do? She said this, I would never ever marry so many men. So how can we reach the end of life without major regrets, having left some footsteps worth following behind us while we've got these flippers on our feet? This week is the anniversary of my father's passing. I realize that he did not leave much money, but he left a priceless legacy of joy. How? It's not just his great sense of humor that I inherited, it's a deep love for Jesus. Dad realized early in his marriage that the Bible consistently commands us to love one another. 1 Peter 4:8 says this, above all, continue to show deep love for each other, above all else. God's love is sacrificial and never-ending. Such love has a way of outlasting us and breathing life into the next generation. So, I'd rather leave behind a dozen grandkids who know they are loved than 3 dozen best-selling books. I'd take the respect of my wife over a world record any day. How about you? One of the secrets to lasting joy is considering what we'll leave behind, and I trust you'll consider that today. And if you're working toward a world record, well, here's an idea. I am told that there is no record yet for running the hurdles in swim fins with snails stuck to your nose. Laughter is phenomenal medicine. Share it, like it, pass it on by subscribing to the button that you subscribe to. Then, hey, take the rest of the day off.